Hello, everyone. This is the Axle Shifter here, and this is the next episode of Multiverse Wars number 12. And in this episode of Multiverse Wars, this is going to be a battle between two creepypasta legends, or one of them's creepypasta, anyways. But anyways, two horror legends with very lots of mystery being shown about them, and with no clear answers about who they are. Well, at least for one of them again. But anyways. This is going to be a battle between Golden Freddy and Herobrine, Five Nights at Freddy's versus Creepypasta. Which mysterious horror character will end up as the victor in today's battle? So, yeah, without further ado, I don't really have much else to say other than check out my Instagram. And, yeah, let's go. Now, Golden Freddy, or widely better known as Cassie now, as we did learn more about his origin, is pretty much exactly like the original Freddy Fazbear counterpart, except this time he is yellow, and he also has a very different origin. You see, Golden Freddy is actually Fredbear from the original Fredbear Family Diner before that place got shut down due to the bite of 83. So basically now, it's basically the fusion of both Cassidy and Evan Afton's souls fused together, but both are extremely vengeful towards William Afton, the person who essentially killed them, one deliberately or one by pretty much bad parenting in general. So yeah, he had developed so much hatred towards him that after he was killed off in Fnaf 6, in Ultimate Custom Night, William was basically sent to hell and tortured essentially by Golden Freddy, and basically tortured with the rest of the animatronics from the Afton family's past. So, yeah, now that we know about her and his origin, now let's talk about Golden Freddy's powers and abilities. He has superhuman strength and speed, and he is essentially a ghostly spirit, so he's basically immortal as a ghost, as you could say. And now he also has levitation abilities, as he can seemingly float as a head in FNAF 2, and he also has the shapeshifting ability as he once again gets transformed into a large head. So yeah, he also has self-substance, and Freddy's lack of organs and body parts will need those substances. As for speed, he is pretty much immobile since after all he is only moves when he's teleporting, so other than that he doesn't really move that much. But as for lifting strength, on the other hand, he is in fact pretty strong, as he can scale to Mangling Springtrap, who can pretty much just destroy the player by ripping them apart. He also has striking strength, which is wall class at best, as he is likely comparable to the other animatronics who can crush a human skull, just like him with the head. But as for durability, well, the FNAF fandom normally betrays him as being God, but at the same time, in the main timeline, his durability only ranks around wall level at best, as his body is pretty much an old animatronic made out of older, sturdier metal, so it is pretty easy to destroy if you know what you're doing and what you're preparing to face off against. And as for stamina, I would say it's practically infinite, as he is a ghost, and due to him being a robot, as you could say, his stamina is basically infinite. And as for range, it's pretty much just low range in general. He can only really do range if he's in his head form. He can also tens of meters with illusion and affect the entire location. But as for weakness, on the other hand, he can sometimes be fooled by wearing the fake Freddy Bear mask. So, But those are just about all Golden Freddy's weaknesses, as he is an older animatronic and can very easily be destroyed when using the right technology or weapons. But overall, Golden Freddy is one of the most famous characters in this franchise for a very good reason, as he is very powerful, but very weak when it comes to being fooled. From one mysterious entity to another, now let's discuss Herobrine. Herobrine is not actually from the original game Minecraft, though rumors do say he actually was from there, but was eventually removed due to reasons. But Herobrine is shown to be a paranormal entity founded in the game of Minecraft, and with very questionable origins. As based on what very little canon information can be found about him, it is known that Herobrine is meant to be an aspect of Notch's brother, which does connect to Golden Freddy and Herobrine, as they're both vengeful for one guy, for Golden Freddy, William, and Herobrine, Notch. So yeah, as we all know, Notch is the creator of Minecraft, and that said, his known use of the term Wake Up implies an affiliation with the two entities in the end credits, who claim they are all things including the player from a place where they're very found beyond human comprehension. But now let's discuss his powers and abilities. He has superhuman physical characteristics, has creation manipulation, destruction, teleportation abilities, dream manipulation, possible reality warping, mind manipulation, illusion creation, darkness manipulation, element manipulation, regeneration, though it is pretty low, immortality, reconstruction, healing, poison, necromancy, pocket dimension manipulation, avid bow and sword user, explosion manipulation, light manipulation, portal creation, resistance to physical damage, and vulnerability to heat and other environmental dangers, such as summoning. And now let's talk about his real stats. As for his speed, it is widely unknown how fast Herobrine is, though he is implied to be faster than Steve, and Steve is not exactly that fast. He can only really travel at the speed of a regular human, and the fastest recorded speed for a human, I would say, is around 27.5 miles per hour, so that's pretty slow. But still, it is still regular human speed, and Herobrine has shown to be, or at least implied to be, faster than him, so that's something. As for lifting strength, it is at least class 25, as he is comparable to Steve, who is capable of holding a cubic meter of solid gold, and gold is very heavy, as you already know this. And as for the striking strength, it is class P, well, yeah, it is pretty strong. He is far superior to Steve, thanks to being one of the most capable of almost one-shotting almost the entire entity of the game. He also has the durability of large mountain level, as he is capable of surviving the literal endness from Steve with no apparent wounds. As for weaknesses, well, yeah, Herobrine could eventually be defeated if you do know what you're doing, and once again, just like Golden Freddy, what you're facing off against. He can also has a very high stamina, as he can fight for several days on end with no rest at all. And as for his abilities, he can pretty much fight zombies and even summon zombies if he really wants to. He can dream warp, as Herobrine alters the dream user, and also has the elemental warp, where he actually just alters the elements, often summoning fire, lightning to strike the enemy. And yeah, he is one powerful guy, but still, his weaknesses are very noticeable as well. And now let's time to discuss what I think would win this fight. I think it's very obvious at this point, as you talked about him as Herobrine, who would actually win the battle. I would say that Herobrine should be the clear victor here, as this fight is kind of a stomp when you really think about it. Yeah, sure, Golden Freddy does have his fair share of abilities as well, like being able to manipulate his head to grow larger and just attack the player with it with his large jaw, since that is a slight level of reality warping, and he was able to torture William Afton, but in the end, Herobrine is just shown to be far more powerful, as he has the ability to summon lightning and manipulate elements, which is something that, of course, Golden Freddy has never done. Yeah, sure, he can manipulate the other animatronics and warp them in William's hell, but that was William's hell. What can he do for Herobrine's hell? He can pretty much do the same things that Golden Freddy can do, but even better, since he is from Minecraft, and Minecraft has shown to be a much more superior verse when it comes to power than Fnaf has ever was. Minecraft has the abilities to use weapons and explosions and magical elements and pretty much magical all these fucking monster creatures. While Fnaf, on the other hand, has these animatronics that are old and can't really do much other than just attack regular kids or regular humans that are defenseless in a way, or even if they are defenseless, they still can't really do much, considering that it's not exactly they were given guns to fight them. They're just assumed they're regular animatronics, but in reality, they were just possessed by the kids of the souls who were murdered. Herobrine has the power to just solo Golden Freddy. He could just print out an end dimension portal and just pretty much destroy him there. He can also use another portal and just send them to the lava, and he would melt to death that way. I mean, what's exactly stopping Herobrine for doing that? And what can really Golden Freddy exactly do about that? So overall, Herobrine is just shown to be far more powerful, has much more potential, and has far superior abilities than Golden Freddy. So yeah, the winner of this battle in today's Multiverse Wars is Herobrine. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to like, subscribe, and stuff, and make sure to follow my Instagram. And I do plan to upload more stuff on there. So actually, yeah, that's about it. See you later, everyone. And goodbye.